Hey there, this is Jeremy Renaud, co-founder and captain of Team Ichiban. Recently completed our mission number 47, Ferris Bueller Challenge. Over the last 3 days, set out a list of primary objectives, secondary, and bonus objectives, which were all achieved. First, I just want to say a special thanks to both family and friends, our sponsors, City of Chicago and State of Illinois, and also hopefully after the series of videos that some of my relatives have seen all over State of Illinois, Michigan, and in Ontario, Canada, that some of this might motivate you to do a trip like this yourself or something even better. Alright, so just a quick review. Over the past couple of days we had a visit to Wrigley Field, to Willis, formerly Sears Tower, Skydeck 103, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the Art Institute Museum, and Rush Street. We also just recently completed a visit to Von Steuben Parade. Secondary objectives were to locate and visit Glenbrook North High School, as well as Cameron Fry's house, which was in Highland Park, Illinois. Some of our bonus objectives, which I didn't highlight in our opening, but we'll cover here, which included, recital of Hey Batter Batter at the Chicago Cubs home game at Wrigley, recite Voodoo Economics at Glenbrook North High School, act, impersonate, and carry out an order as Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago, leaning over a railing at Willis Sears Tower, staring at George Sorel's a Sunday afternoon on the island of Le Grand Jet at the Art Institute Museum, reenact a scene out of the repertoire from Cameron Fry's list of scenes, sing in the shower, and also identify a location where Shakey's, the restaurant that Hughes had in the movie, and that one time perhaps he visited as a kid here in Illinois, in the state of Illinois. The most difficult one was obviously to locate a 1961 Ferrari California GT. This was probably the most difficult, and the steps we took to find a vehicle from that era was actually to go to the biggest museum and dealer in the state of Illinois, which was Bolo Museum. Inserted that into the trip, and we had a visit out there. Got to see some amazing vintage cars and some muscle cars, which I definitely recommend that you go visit. And in addition to that, we had a convertible red BMW, which we used. So at the end of the day, we identified the issue, we improvised, adapted, and overcome. All right. As it pertains to time, the time that we had for the total operation was 80 hours. We came in just over 72 hours, so there's roughly an 8-hour savings time. Our budget was $300 US. The final came in at 281, so we came in under budget of $19. For anyone else that's looking to do this, just some advice. The first thing you'd want to do, if you're going to do this, I'd recommend you just go at your own pace. It's logistically, I can tell you right now, it's impossible to do in one day. First of all, you have to find a way to get the parade and the home game on the same day, the Chicago Cubs home game, which is, it's not impossible, but it doesn't come often. And then also, if you really want to do everything in one day, you have to find a way to get the parade on a weekday, because you have to make sure places like the Chicago Mercantile Exchange are open on the weekday. So once again, if you're looking to do it in a shorter period of time, perhaps 2 days, but just to do it at your own pace, do it so you enjoy it, 3 days. And also from there, the one thing that I didn't have a chance to actually do, because I'd have loved to act out the camera team when he's like at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, was to go on the trading floor. Now since 9/11, unfortunately, they closed the trading floor there at the CME. But it is possible, if you go with a small group, to hook up with a broker, set up a group trip, and they can take you on the floor. They won't take you into the pit, but it still gives you that experience. Again, go at your own pace. Plan your trip around the Von Steuben Day Parade. All of this information, the plans I have here, I will hook up onto the copy portion of the YouTube individual videos. You can find me on Facebook if you're really that interested in finding the information. I have no problem sharing with you, and go from there. All right. So with that said, at the end of the day, this was just for fun and stuff. There was no competition behind it, just the personal challenge, just to keep skills fresh, project management skills, and yeah. life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you miss it. Alright, so wishing you guys all the best. Thanks. Good luck.